Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
Have you ever been raped?
That's a pretty upfront question.
Because I feel like if you haven't, you can't take a stand against it. I think one thing leads to another, so I don't think it's trivializing at all.
So in a culture where women are stoned to death for...
Wait 1 second, pal. Did you fucking see that?
Being raped, you're saying you're being catcalled is the same as that?
Catcall, it's a stoning. It's the same thing. It's against women. So why
It's not the same thing though.
Opinion? What's the cure to our westernized kind of idea that it's okay to catcall at women and that sort of thing? What is the solution in your opinion?
What is the solution to catcalling? Certainly not walking around in my underwear.
I am the one, the way your time don't need it.
This is what a feminist looks like.
This is what a feminist looks like.
Are feminists funny? Yes, they're funny.
I'm willing to go down to your level.
Just look at me. What happened? I got your message. Okay? I got it in here. I got it.
You're still funny.
I don't think it has anything to do with female or male. It has to do with people being regarded as equal.
This is what a feminist. This is what a feminist. This is what a feminist looks like.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a state of mind. It's a state of being who you are
You're
and not being treated as less.
Feminism, political, economic, or social.
Was that kind of hating you?
Stop, Brady. No, please. Stop. I understand that you're trying to help, but please just, please, this is peaceful. We don't need to be yelling. I just am asking you.
You fucking bitch, you just friend-zoned me. Not wow. Bad.
Please leave us alone. Please. Yes, it hurts so bad to hear people like me saying things like that. That is not Christian. It's not Christian for you to go and yell at people like that. It's not. I know. I grew up in a very, very Christian home. I know that that's...
You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick.
Pretty. Pretty. What the fuck? I'm not the pretty fucking helpless princess in distress. I'm pretty fucking powerful and ready for success. So what is more offensive? A little girl saying fuck or the fucking unequal and sexist way society treats girls and women? It's our future. So listen up, grown-ups. Here's some words more fucked up than the word fuck. Pay inequality.
What most people don't realise, the gender pay gap is a sort of myth. No economist takes it seriously. The ONS figures come from broad church sort of averages across the workforce, and when you take into account the different choices women make, whether or not you include children in that, actually the pay gap narrows to zero. So I'm in favour of this only because it's going to really embarrass these campaigners who constantly tell women that they're victims and that they're suffering under this sort of patriarchal society. Actually, women and men get paid pretty much the same, to the point of a couple of percent. So I am in favour of it, but only because it's going to explode one of the most persistent feminist myths of our time, the gender pay gap.
Women are paid 23% less than men for the exact same fucking work.
Your main claim is about the gender pay gap, that actually that is a myth. And it's not a myth, is it?
Yes,
Even
it is
today,
a myth, yes.
Well, it's not a myth according to the figures from the ONS, the Office for National Statistics, because even in November last year, they showed that the gender pay gap for all employees, full-time and part-time, still benefits men by 19.1%. That's their figures.
Yes. Well,
for full-time employment, just one moment, it was 9.4% less, and that's in April this year. Now, there is a narrow figure that they use too, which shows that hourly earnings in April 2014, with women working for more than 30 hours a week, were actually paid 1.1% more. But that's
Right.
it. It's just that bracket. And actually,
Yeah.
when you get men and women workers in their 40s, 50s or 60s, again, the gender pay gap is in favour of men. So it's a myth.
Well, you're right about all of that stuff, but you're wrong about why it's happening.
Well, hang on a second, though, because you made the claim in your piece, in your film, that women are not paid, or rather men are not paid more than women, and they are.
Well, you have to understand where the figures come from, right? These
Yeah,
figures...
you must understand.
These figures are... You're going to accuse me
No,
of
it's all right.
mansplaining, aren't you?
No,
These
doing
figures
it
come
that way
from
yourself.
averages across society. They don't take into account the different life choices that women make. The reality is that women do prefer a more balanced life. When they go to work, even if they don't have babies, they take longer holidays. They tend to take more holidays. And the reason that you know, they are paid more, up to about 30, 35, 39, depending on whose figures you believe. The reason that flips at
only
the
between
end,
30 and 39.
the reason, no, that's actually not true. The reason that the figures flip after that age is because women make different life choices.
Right.
And if you take those life choices into account, no serious economist believes this stuff. It's repeated by politicians right up to President Obama, but no serious economist takes the wage gap seriously.
And women who graduate university with straight A's get paid as much as men who only got C's. So bad grades equal more bank just because you're a boy?
You stupid fucking cunt.
I shouldn't need a penis to get paid. Rape and violence. Fucked up fact. 1 out of every 5 women will be sexually assaulted or raped by a man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Which one of us will it be?
How many more women have to get knocked down before society stands up and stops it? Here's a hot tip. Stop telling girls how to dress and start teaching boys not to fucking rape. Jesus Christ.
I am sick of being a baby factory that produces more men that will just, in the future, subjugate me. So the only answer to that is to kill male babies and just kill any man that you see, like in the streets, like any swinging dick, just kill him. Because we want the species to go on, but we want it only to go on with women in it. So that's what we have to do. That's the only way to keep the human race going, is with just women.
Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Bindle has openly called for putting men in concentration camps. I mean, I would actually put them all in some kind of camp where they can all drive around in quad bikes or bicycles or white vans. I would give them a choice of vehicles to drive around with, give them no porn, they wouldn't be able to fight. We would have wardens, of course. Women who want to see their sons or male loved ones would also be able to go and visit or take them out like a library book and then bring them back. But of course, feminism is not about man-hating, oh no.
I'm sorry it's a boy.
Go and read her quotes in the full context of the article. She's not even joking. Bindle also states, quote, I hope heterosexuality doesn't survive, actually. I would like to see a truce on heterosexuality. Wait a second. You hope the very biological process that creates women doesn't survive, and you call yourself a feminist. The rest of the interview, she talks about getting laws passed to achieve what she's calling for. These people are frigging dangerous.
Well, the free market is. If women want to spend all that money getting a pedicure, we don't even see your fucking feet. Can you imagine? I can't even conceive of a man saying, yeah, I went on a date with her and she hadn't had a pedicure in a while. Her toes were way too long. Like, that's never happened.
I know.
Women are bleaching their anus. You know how many men have gone, she's almost perfect, but her anus is brown. So we're splitting up.
Yeah.
When there's a situation like, okay, guys, you and I work at Stelco. We got to stay all night to work on this proposal. We might not get it. My daughter has a piano recital. Your daughter has a piano recital. You are more likely, over the course of millions of women, the female is more likely to say, I'm going to my daughter's piano recital. Sorry. I'm more likely to stay all night. That means that choice again and again and again eventually leads to me going up the ladder faster and making more money.
Yeah, different life priorities.
Yeah. Now, the guy on Fox was saying that this is a good thing because it's God's way, nature's way of saying women are happier at home. I mean, if you take a female chimp and you put her right there, she can play with a truck or a stuffed animal. And you put a male chimp there, he can play with a truck or a stuffed animal. Invariably, they've done this with 800 different cases. The male chimps almost always go for the truck, and the female chimps almost always go for the stuffed animal and start stroking it and nurturing it.
Yeah.
So
there is something mothery that is in a lot of women.
So let's be feminist. Let's glorify the housewife. Let's glorify their choice to earn less.
I'm all for glorifying the housewife and glorifying all the women and the choices that they make and how to live their lives.
Great. So we're on the same page there. So the wage gap is a myth. You believe that now?
I don't completely believe that. I think that some of that plays a factor, that like how late women stay, how much time and energy they're putting towards their career development. But I think that there's also other factors that contribute to